where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even...
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Terrell Lewis. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Evans comes in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Here's Murray. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away.
The Bucs take over first down 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they...
He's got a man. Complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Easy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The Cardinals hit 11-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 6-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray going to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson now.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
From the 27, Murray. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Murray now. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
Because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front. Prater for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 27, Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Play action. It's Jackson. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on 1st down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Cardinals 17.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. To throw is Murray. And he completes it to Cohen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Brings us 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there. That's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
On third down, here's Evans. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season if he can hit on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Azeez Ojulari in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Jackson. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. On the return is Cohen, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just a 30-yard punt that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing, Jackson. Into the hands of Beckham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Jackson to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect him to.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.